there! You know, after some recent consideration, I think it's time for me to try something new. And that thing is, going outside into the big city and touching grass. I mean, how bad could it be? You know, maybe it's better inside this store. So after whatever all that was, I think I've come to realize that being outside and when you're not living on a space colony kinda sucks. But you know what doesn't suck? Video games. And I have the perfect video game for this occasion. And that game is named
Little Kitty Big City.
So, Little Kitty Big City is an open world sandbox game where you play as a little kitty in the big city.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Anyways, the game itself is basically Untitled Goose Game, but with a lot more fun and cute aspects, like being a cute cat. The game itself starts with you falling into the big city in this big grand cutscene, and then they immediately release you out into the world and teach you the controls. After that, you'll end up meeting one of the many important characters that you can interact with throughout the story. And this is where Little Kitty Big City shows its best aspect, being the characters. On this adventure, you'll meet a unique array of characters with fun and witty dialogue, which is different than actually meeting people in the big city. You know, I realized that this big city has a lot of weird things in it, but I found out there's a fishing community. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Just look at those two guys over there. A good portion of characters you'll meet will give you quests to do, one of the most important ones being the crow at the beginning of the game, because he'll unlock the ability to climb for you, which unlocks all the rest of the areas of the game. I'd also recommend meeting the tanuki, because she can unlock fast travel for you throughout the rest of the game. You should do this before unlocking the ability to climb, this way you can get the fast travel early. Outside of those two, the rest of the quests just give you hats and emotes, and basically other cosmetic stuff. The actual main goal of the game is to get back home, which will require you to get more climbing power, which means getting more fish from around the map. It's best not to rush this though. I mean, why would you rush through the game when you can take in the cozy atmosphere? This atmosphere throughout the game is one of the best I've seen in a game in a long while. It creates this cozy yet nice and warm and welcoming atmosphere. And even certain areas like the arcade, or even if you're looking out into the ocean, just feel really nice, relaxing, and calming. And the game's cel-shaded art style really helps out with this. For something that gives a good example of the cozy atmosphere, just take a look at our main protagonist, the cat, the kitty. They are very expressive and well animated, and no matter the environment you put them in, they still are always, at their core, a cute cat. Just like me. There's also other animals in the game that are just as well animated and have just as cute animations. One of those things being the ducklings. The ducklings are tied to a quest with the duck that you meet right after you get your climbing ability, and you mainly find them around the map doing things that ducks do. You know, playing in water, trying to fly, playing Street Fighter 2. I don't know about that last one being a duck thing, though. But anyways, if you look at their animations very closely, they do just normal cute duck things, and it's pretty well animated. And it makes the cozy aesthetic feel even better with this quest. Which is funny, because you don't really get cozy vibes from the big city, but that's what makes the game special. It's able to nail a specific aesthetic in any environment that it's in. Whether you're in a store, the big city, a construction yard, it all feels nice and cozy. But with all that being said, there isn't really much more I can talk about the game without spoiling the ending or going super deep into certain quest lines. And I don't really want to do that. I kind of want to just put out this video to tell you that this game's great and it's my favorite game of this year and that you should go play it. And even though it's not the most in-depth game or some big AAA game experience that's filled with bugs and glitches because it got rushed out that you have to wait for updates for, it's still just one game where you play as a little kitty in a big city, and a nice short fun adventure. Now with all that being said, let me get out of the city before I get blown up.